A lot. Everybody. Not everything you say is always interesting, you know.
David has blonde hair and mine is brown. Chris's is wavy and mine's straight. You think you got adopted, too?
Well, if I'm having a snit, I have a right to it, and I'll have it as long as I like.
What's going on, Grandpa?
Ask your mother.
You and Mom are not even speaking to each other. Dr. Kraft said that...
I don't think I know a Dr. Kraft, do I? And if I don't know her, she couldn't possibly know me.
The whole country. Chris is talking about me on some doctor show?
Loves a good fight. That's why boxers are in more than almost anybody. But fights aren't so much fun when they're between two people you love.
Hey, get where I can see you!
David! David!
Hey, man, I got a great shot when you turned. Then you kind of went out of focus, and I caught you in the mirror just as you got that real stupid look on your face.
How stupid do you think you'd look with that camera stuffed in your ear?
Oh, the sweet sounds of a brother and sister in friendly conversation. David.
Mom, can I look through this box?
I don't know what's in it.
I don't know. It looks like a bunch of stuff from Fort Wayne. I have to do a poster for school about my preschool years.
Okay, well, if you come across my $1 million bill, remember, it's mine.
Hey, Molly, I'll get a shot of you going through the box.
Yippee. A brother with a Spielberg complex.
Sure is hard to find stars around here. Hey, Grandpa, do you think I could tape you while you tune the piano?
Why would you want to do that?
I'm making a video.
Where'd you get the gadget?
Actually, it's JR's dad. He bought everything. I mean, editing equipment and everything. He used it the first day and never laid eyes on it again.
How'd you get a hold of it?
Well, I traded my Fernando Valenzuela card, and JR let me use it for my video. You know, Steven Spielberg started out making home videos.
Well, okay. Fire away, young director. It's you or no one for me.
Okay, now talk.
What, you don't like my singing?
Well, yeah, but I need some footage of you talking. Talk about the most exciting thing in your life right now.
I guess it'd be the bowling tournament, the couples tournament.
What's a couples tournament?
You know, where the man takes a woman.
You can ask Mom.
No, I'm gonna ask Alma if she's over the flu. Which reminds me, I gotta go make a phone call.
You see, what we know as romantic love is actually just one phase in an ongoing interrelationship.
Hi, pretty girl.
Hi.
Want to go to the mall?
Phase, I'll admit. It's very
I guess I'll
exciting.
pass. I'm listening to Dr. Kraft.
Who?
Dr. Marlo Kraft. Don't you ever listen to her?
No. Am I missing something?
Mom, she's fabulous. See, people call in with these terrible problems. Well, sometimes they're funny, but most of the times they're terrible. She gets right to the solution in about 2 minutes.
Can you beat that?
Really, Mom? She's an actual doctor. I don't know what kind, but she's a licensed family counselor.
Maybe I should listen to her then, huh?
You should. She's really interesting. She talks about promiscuity and voyeurism and all that kind of stuff.
Where's rock and roll when you need it?
David, I am warning you now.
Calm down, Chris. Got enough shots of you. Come on, I got some great shots there, Grandpa. So I'm tuning the piano and singing, and he told me all about his man and woman tournament at the bowling alley.
You're having a couples tournament?
Yeah, he's calling Alma to see if she's over the flu.
Oh. That's nice. Your brush.
Thank you.
You dry it?
Almost. Grandpa, where are you going?
Won't do my 2 miles.
Enjoy.
Say, do you bowl?
Maybe I put too much spin on it that time, huh?
Maybe. Too much spin.
Tough luck, Jesse.
What's my score?
It's easy to keep score, Jess. You get 1 point for every pin you knock down, unless you get a strike or a spare. But I don't think you'll have to worry about that.
Yeah, but what's my score?
9.
Can't be 9. You just hit 10 a minute ago.
No, I'm talking about your score for the whole game. 9.
You sound kind of unhappy about that.
Not unhappy.
I never said I was a professional bowler. I don't know. I think it's more important to have a nice time. You know, I don't think it's important what everybody scores. Okay. You sounded kind of unhappy to me.
I'm not unhappy, honey. I'm just a little tired of the prattle. I'm trying to watch the game.
Exactly what did I say that struck you as prattle?
Oh, come on. Most of what you've been talking about is idle prattle. Now, you got to admit that.
I don't have to admit that at all.
I see.
Look, just because you think it's important to keep score, and that's the main function of the game, doesn't mean everybody feels that way. I don't happen to agree with that.
Will you please, Jeff?
I know when it's my turn to bowl, Gus.
Now you're angry.
It's my turn now. I'm not angry. I'm not angry.
Well, you are, and it's not becoming. Roll the ball.
You do this a lot to me, you know. A lot.
Good ball, Jesse.
Hey, had a girl.
You're angry more often. Very good.
You know, Gus, just because something interests you a lot doesn't mean that it interests everybody. Not everything you say is always interesting, you know.
You think we ought to try to stop the fight?
Got an urge to walk into a buzz all of a sudden?
No, I like her, you know. Gus is tough when he gets upset.
She's doing okay by my scorecard.
Losing battle.
Some battles, it takes a while to figure out who really won.
You know, you always do that to me. You always do.
Right. Are you going to chew on this forever?
Am I going to chew on what forever?
Your little snit.
Well, if I'm having a snit, I have a right to it, and I'll have it as long as I like.
What's going on, Grandpa?
Ask your mother.
Mom, what's going on?
I'm having a snit.
Wow. Were they mad or what? I think it's neat. Neat? Well, yeah. Don't you guys remember when Mom and Dad used to get in fights? We could ask for anything we wanted because they weren't paying attention.
That's awful. Don't worry, Molly. If they're still mad at each other tomorrow, I'll sit them down and work it out.
What do you know about it?
Well, I am the third adult in the house. Besides, Dr. Kraft talks about this kind of thing all the time.
Chris, do you think you could wait till the day after tomorrow?
Why?
Because if they're arguing, I should be able to get some great footage.
Bye-bye, pretty.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, candy face.
Bye. She didn't even say goodbye to you.
Who?
Haven't they ever been mad at each other before? Well, sure, but they usually get over it right away. Are your parents like that? It doesn't bother me when my parents fight. Why not? Because I'm adopted. Bertha, I know you're adopted. You tell me often enough. What does that have to do with anything? It's just that I don't worry about my parents because I know they love me. They wouldn't have picked me to adopt. Well, I know Mom and Grandpa love me, but that's not the problem. Do I really talk about being adopted too much? Well, if you want the truth, you do brag about it a lot, yeah. I'm sorry. I should remember that you're not as lucky as I am, and I shouldn't hurt your feelings. Thanks.
Mom?
Did you call me?
Yeah, I need you for something.
Sure, what's up?
Just come on, okay?
Where are Molly and David?
They're in the rec room. I asked them to stay out of the way a little while.
How come?
Because I need to talk to you.
Well, about what, Chris?
Grandpa, I want to help you and Mom sort out this conflict.
What conflict is that?
Well, you know, you and Mom.
I'm not having any conflict. Are you?
No, I'm not in a conflict.
Grandpa, ignoring the problem doesn't settle anything. Why, Dr. Kraft says that...
Dr. Kraft. I don't think I know a Dr. Kraft, do I?
Well, she's very wise.
And if I don't know her, she couldn't possibly know me.
Grandpa, you and Mom aren't even speaking to each other.
Honey, we had a little disagreement, that's all. It'll blow over. We'll work it out.
You heard your grandpa. It'll blow over.
You're going to have to tell him you are taking command of your own life. Or else admit that you like being dominated. It's up to you, my dear. I'm Dr. Marla Kraft. Our number is 555-CHAT. That's 555-CHAT. And I'd like to hear from you. I'll be back after these messages.
Hello? Yes, I have a problem I'd like to discuss with Dr. Kraft. It has to do with my mother and my grandfather.
You're not unusual.
Do you want to tell me what it is you're talking about? What are you leading up to?
I'm talking
Sit over
about
there,
I'm
Benny.
talking about your family problems.
My family you don't know anything about my family
Oh,
problems.
yes, I do.
Oh, yeah? What is it you think you know?
All about you and Jessie getting into some kind of a fight down there at the bowling alley and you hurting her feelings and the two of you not speaking on the way home in the car and the kids being all upset and all that.
She told you about that?
No, Jessie didn't tell me. She didn't have to.
Well, how do you know then?
The whole country knows.
The whole country
Well,
knows?
that's a figure of speech. Not everybody in the whole country listens to that radio show. I confess that I do because I kind of got hooked on it. But I don't know, maybe it's because I hear the people phone in their problems and it makes me feel superior because my problems don't seem as bad as the ones that are on the radio. Don't you think that's probably the way it works? That's not a fair question because your problems are the ones that are on the radio now.
Now, wait a minute. Somebody's been talking about my problems on the radio?
You didn't hear her?
Hear who?
Chrissy.
Chrissy?
I knew it was her before she even gave a name. I listened to Dr. Marla Kraft every single day. But this one time I wasn't paying attention. When I heard her voice, I knew it was Chrissy. I said, that sounds like Chrissy. And she said, my name is Chris, and I'm 16 years old. I called Gladys, and I said, come on in. Listen to Chrissy. She's on the radio here.
Chris?
Right.
Is talking about me on some doctor show?
Yes, Gus. And I tell you, she was good. She was the best thing on the whole show, with the possible exception of there was a woman who talked about sharing a banana with her parakeet. She was very interesting.
Your grandfather wanted to speak to you, but I was afraid he was just too angry.
Isn't his anger what this is all about?
He's angry at you. So am I.
Just what did I do that was so wrong?
You aired our private business in public.
Nobody knew who I was. I didn't even get my last name.
Of course. There must be a lot of 16-year-old girls named Chris who have a mother and a grandfather at war that began in a bowling alley.
Mom, I was worried about you both. I just want a little help, that's all. I don't see where I did such a horrible thing. Besides, nobody even asked me about the advice she gave me.
David! Chris, there's been enough shouting in this house for one day. David?
Look, Mom, I was just trying to get some really good stuff for my video.
Do you remember what Chris said she would do to you if you began sneaking around with that camera one more time?
Yeah, she said she'd stick it in my ear.
Yeah. I'll be there to pull it out the other side. Do you understand that?
Yeah, Mom.
Thanks. Anytime.
Mom's not yelling anymore.
Anything in here you can use?
I don't know. Most of it's just stuff from Mom's desk, which she tossed in a box when we moved. Here's her old appointment book. Hey,
What?
this is for the year I was born.
Neat. Why don't you look up your birthday and see what it says?
Yeah, but it probably won't say anything. I mean, she was at the hospital having me. Here it is. J, that's for Jessie. Volleyball, 8 a.m. That's weird.
What?
How could she be playing volleyball when she was ready to have a baby?
You're right. That's weird. Anything else written there?
Yeah, a woman's name and address. Lynn Burke delivers today, with an exclamation point and a big circle around it.
Who's she?
I don't know, unless... Oh my gosh.
What?
Well, she couldn't have been having a baby if she was playing volleyball.
But of course she had a baby. You're here, Molly.
You're here too, but your mom never actually had a baby.
You mean you think you got adopted too?
Well, it only makes sense. I mean, David has blonde hair, and mine's brown. Chris's is wavy, and mine's straight. And I'm the only person in the family who's left-handed.
Are you sure you aren't just jealous because I got adopted?
No. I mean, I'd love my family even if they were my real family. Even if they didn't choose me, but just had me.
But who did have you?
I think it says right here, Lynn Burke delivers today. That's why the exclamation point.
Right. How does that make you feel?
I'm not sure. I mean, I still want to stay here and be a Witherspoon, but I don't know.
All right, what did she say?
Dr. Kraft said that you and Grandpa have an unusual situation. That it's almost like you're married. Well, two people raising a family together, sharing a house and money and everything.
Yeah.
And yet, on the other hand, you don't have the rewards of marriage. You don't have the kind of love you have for a spouse. Or the intimacy, or...
Yeah, I understand. Well, what did she suggest?
that you get counseling.
I've got a picture of me trying to get Gus to a therapist.
If you tell him how important it is to you, I think you might go.
I don't enjoy this.
I don't think you need to enjoy it. Just do it to help the family.
I think we ought to settle these little squabbles among ourselves.
So do I. And if we could, we would. We're not settling a little squabble. We're trying to find a better way to live as a family. I think we're lucky that the doctor's going to see us herself, you know. She remembered Chris's phone call, and I guess she found this kind of an interesting case.
I'm not surprised.
Third floor.
Hey,
how you doing, Chris?
Hi, I'm fine.
Gus inside?
No, he and my mom went to the... they had an errand.
He told me that I could use his power drill. That be all right?
Sure.
Chris, I told Gus about what you said on the radio. And incidentally, I thought it was very nice what you said.
Yeah, well, Grandpa didn't seem to think it was so nice.
Ah, well. Let me tell you something. I don't think Gus is comfortable with psychology and psychiatry and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Mr. Kaplan, the field of mental health is very important today.
Well, you don't have to convince me of that. I mean, you and I, people like us, are aware of the advances. We understand, you know.
Have you ever been to a psychologist?
Well, not really, but one time I did go to the rabbi because Gladys and I were hitting a few bumps in the road, so to speak, and it's really the same principle.
Well, you know, Grandpa figures since no one went for counseling when he was young, they shouldn't go now.
That's right. That's about the way he feels.
But that's like saying since he didn't have braces, none of us should.
He's got a good set of teeth. You gotta hand him that. You keep working on him. You'll wear him down.
Oh, Mom already wore him down. That's where they are. I don't think I should have told you that.
It'll never leave these lips. So Gus went to a shrink. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Oh, good. The mailman hasn't come yet. Gosh, I hope you're doing the right thing. Would you want to find your real mother if you had the chance? Birth mother. What? We call them birth mothers. Oh, anyway, I don't think I would. I'm happy with the mother I have. Well, so am I. That doesn't mean I don't want to find my birth mother. Aren't you afraid your mother, your adopted mother? You mean Mom? Yeah, aren't you afraid she might be upset? Well, maybe, but she knows I love her more than anybody. So, I mean, they're back, Mom and Grandpa. Oh, my God, I'll see you later, okay? Bye. Chris, David, come on, they're back.
Hi, Grandpa. How did it go? I mean, is she as terrific as she sounds?
Really terrific.
She's pretty great, huh, Mom?
Good morning, Button.
Morning. Bye.
Wait a minute. You haven't had any breakfast.
I don't want any.
That's not good enough.
I mean, I have to eat breakfast even when I don't want any.
That's what I mean. Think about your muscles. They don't know you don't want any breakfast. All they know is they got to run all day with no fuel. Now sit down over here and eat your breakfast.
Muscles don't know anything. Can't think.
What are you upset about?
Nothing.
You must be. You're dropping stuff all over the floor. This is going to be all right, you know.
Really?
Really.
Good morning, family.
Good morning. Aren't you going to be late for school?
I haven't had my breakfast yet.
Well, take an apple and eat it on the way. Now, off you go.
Hey. Give me some sugar. I'll see you after school.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, Mom.
I didn't get much sleep last night. I got to thinking that maybe I should find another place for the kids and me to live.
If you think you must.
I don't know how I can ever repay you for taking us in when we needed you.
Repay me?
I don't ever want you to think that I'm ungrateful.
I'm not a bit worried about that.
Well, you know that the kids love you. And you know that I love you. And we know that you love us. But that doesn't always mean that we need to live together as a family. Maybe we need to live separately so that we can stay a family.
Well, that's one solution. But you gotta tell me what's really on your mind.
I'm not real clear myself. I just know that I'd like some clarity on it. And it would help me a lot if you would go back and talk to Dr. Kraft with me.
Every day I keep waiting for a letter from her, but still I haven't heard.
Maybe she moved.
They'd forward her mail. We still get mail sent to Fort Wayne.
But it would take a while to get here.
That's true.
And she may be in the hospital.
Why would she be in the hospital?
Well, on my mom's soap operas, when anyone hears from a baby after years and years, they always faint.
Yeah, that may be the reason I haven't heard yet. I just hope she didn't hurt her head when she fell.
Right.
What do you say, Cliff?
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Mike, here, have one.
Thanks. Did you make them or Gladys?
Hi, Gus. Gladys baked. Here's a couple. Oh, forgot.
Here, I can smell them, can't I?
Gus, you didn't tell me you were coming down here. You usually ask me if I want to walk over.
Well, I just went for a walk and wound up here.
So, how's the little war with Jessie going?
She is a corker.
Gus, tell me, what is the gist of what the doctor said to you?
Space.
Space?
Said I'm not giving Jessie enough space.
Well, maybe there is something to that. Maybe not. Who's to say, you know?
Joe, I am who I am, who I am. I'm not going to change.
Right.
If she wants more space, then she has to tell me about it. I can't read her mind.
Well, there's space and there's space. You don't have to be a genius to figure that out. Or it could be the other way around, too, you know, whatever.
Next.
Get your haircut.
I'm up? Up. Okay.
I'll put it on the tab, Mike.
Wait a minute, Gus. I didn't come down here for a haircut. I came to look for you.
You go ahead and enjoy it.
Give me a shave.
Why I haven't heard from you. If you're worried that I might want to come and live with you, don't be. I like it here.
Hey, Molly, you want to help me with the title to my video?
No, thanks.
See, I got this great idea. I'm going to make a sign, then I'm going to cover it with dirt, see? And I'll start the camera, and you blow the dirt away, and there's the title. Isn't that rad?
You want me to blow dirt?
It's a special effect.
No, thanks. What is the title anyway?
I'm going to call it Happy Days. Only the days is going to be spelled D-A-Z-E. Get it?
No, thanks.
Where's Arthur? He's the only one who's got talent around here. Come on, Arthur, do something. Fetch, run, anything, come on. Come on, Arthur. Arthur, wait a minute, come back here, Arthur! Arthur! Come on, boy! Arthur, come on, boy. Arthur, come on! Come on, good boy, Arthur. Arthur!
How's the young John Ford doing?
Not in the greatest mood.
Movie making that tough, is it?
Well, every time I get interested in something, I think of you and Mom.
I know. It's the silliest thing I ever heard of. But you know, my boy, sometimes the adults do act more like the kids. Don't you worry, though. We'll work it out.
Nice going, Chris.
Hold it right there. That's good.
Hey, Chris, smile for the camera. Hey, Mom.
Oh, David. Hi, Gus.
Say, have you got just a minute?
Well, sure I do. The kids go on inside. I'll be in a second.
Come on, David. David!
What?
You were not going to spy on them.
I'm not spying. I'm making a video.
Get away from the window, David.
I wish someone in this house understood that you can't make good movies unless something's going on.
Now, let me get this straight. If I agree to go back and see that screwball doctor one more time, you'll call off all this silliness.
Singer isn't good enough, Gus. You gotta want to work on the problem. Otherwise, it won't work.
Okay. Okay. After you.
There seems to be a definite pattern emerging here.
What is it?
Mr. Witherspoon, you're a very independent person.
Yep.
Of course. That's why it's not surprising that you might feel a little displaced by having 4 other people in your house all of a sudden.
I'm not displaced.
Maybe not, but it seems evident that that's what's happened here.
Did you ever consider the possibility that my daughter-in-law here may just be a little thin-skinned?
Well, all right, let's assume that it is possible.
I'm not sure I'm ready to assume that.
I'm just speaking hypothetically here. If the problem is Jesse's thin skin, then what can be done about it?
I give up.
Would you agree that there are only 3 real possibilities? Either Jessie develops a thicker skin, which she seems unable to do, or you become more sensitive to her feelings, which you seem unable to do, or the 2 of you meet somewhere in the middle of the field.
We'd like to do that. That's why we're here. But you see, saying it and doing it sometimes are 2 separate things.
I'm going to make a suggestion. Now, I warn you, it might sound a little odd.
We'd like to hear it.
Well, you both have the same motivation, but you seem unable to bring about the changes you want. So why don't you let yourselves experience the alternative?
And what does that mean?
Why don't you try living apart for a while?
Good day, madam.
Shooting these bugs.
Yuck.
Hey, I can't help it. It's more exciting than my own family.
Sometimes I'm glad he's not my real brother.
What?
Nothing.
No, what did you say?
Chris, how old were you when I was born?
I guess 8. Why?
Oh, well then obviously you know. So I might as well tell you. I know too.
You know what?
I know I'm adopted. So there.
Adopted? You?
I even know about Lynn Burke.
Who?
Lynn Burke. I found Mom's appointment book for the year I was born. And it said Lynn Burke delivers today. Exclamation point. Explain that.
Explain what? I never heard of a Lynn Burke.
Okay, fine, if that's the way you're gonna be.
Molly, what makes you think you're adopted?
If you found out that on the day you were born, your mother was out playing volleyball, wouldn't that tell you something?
What?
She couldn't have been playing volleyball if she was about to have a baby.
What makes you think she was playing volleyball?
It said volleyball, 8 a.m. J, as in Jessica.
Molly, what was Dad's name?
What?
His name, his first name.
Johnny, why?
Dad used to play volleyball at the Y every Thursday morning. As far as I know, Mom never played once. And I know for certain she didn't play the day you were born.
Are you sure you're telling the truth?
I'm positive. See, we were all eating breakfast when she went into labor. And Mrs. Easton's line was busy. She was the lady that was supposed to watch David and me while Mom was in the hospital. So Mom and Dad let me stay home from school and watch David. Well, until Mrs. Easton got there. Sound convincing?
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
I wonder who Lynn Burke is.
How you doing, Arthur? Hi, pal.
Hey, Grandpa. We missed you at supper.
I had to take my walk.
Well, we saved you some taco salad. It's in the refrigerator.
Good.
Grandpa,
What?
I think Mom wanted to talk to you. She's up in her room.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, Grandpa. Mom wants to see you.
I'm on my way, honey.
Grandpa, I'm glad you're home.
Oh, well, so am I. So am I.
Oh, Mom wants to see you.
That's where I'm going.
Come in.
Well, what is it?
You know, a year ago, I felt like a responsible, functioning adult. I was one.
Well, you still are, at least for my money.
Well, sometimes I feel like I'm a 14-year-old.
Somebody around here treats you like a 14-year-old?
Sometimes I just start feeling kind of helpless, though. My kids ought to be in their own home. I ought to be making a way for them. Sometimes I don't think we'll ever get our own place. Seems like I just save $1 and then it gets spent.
Well, honey, you're doing the best you can. And that's all anybody can do. I'll tell you one thing, though. No radio doctor's gonna fix it for you. You're gonna have to do that for yourself.
David, you forgot to take the lens cap off again.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. I'm not taping. I'm just playing back something I shot earlier.
What? It's Mom and Grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Can't hear anything.
Yeah, well, you can't let you play it back through a TV screen. You wouldn't want to hear it anyway. It sounds so sad.
No, David, it's like they're trapped. They both want to make peace, but it's all gone too far.
I wish we could help them.
I tried to help. That's how they got into this mess.
But there should be someone. I mean, like, maybe someone who's actually been through divorce.
Divorce?
Well, yeah. Isn't that sort of what this is like?
I guess so.
You know, I remember Mr. Kaplan telling Grandpa about when he almost got a divorce.
Mr. Kaplan almost got a divorce?
Yeah. Well, it happened a long time ago, so he was laughing about it.
It doesn't sound too funny to me.
You're right. It's not funny.
No. But I've got an idea.
Mr. Kaplan.
Well, I don't know. The whole situation has gotten out of hand. You said so yourself.
Out of her hand, not mine.
So, there's something I want to show you.
What?
Just get everybody and come.
Not till you tell me what it is you want me to see.
Gus, do you ever confide in me just because I'm your friend?
Sure I do.
Well, then trust me. I gotta tell you, I think this'll help, and I don't hear you coming up with any better ideas.
Okay? Come on, everybody. Joe Kaplan here's got something he wants us all to see. So let's get going.
Okay, Grandpa.
I'm never gonna learn, am I?
This is the recreation area right here. And down here, they got a sauna bed. They got a sauna bed down there and a game room with a whole bunch of video games. As you see, the scenery is not exactly hard to take.
Mom, what are we doing here?
Mr. Kaplan wanted to show it to us, sweetie pie.
Aren't you coming in?
Not me, pal. See, I'm not moving here. Or any place else, for that matter.
Well, I thought you said the doctor recommended a trial separation.
Did I tell you I don't give a hoot what that doctor recommended?
Well, I just did a little research, you see. Just give you an idea what your dollar will buy these days, in case you two decide to split up. Anyway, I wasn't talking about you. From what I gather, Jesse is considering taking seriously the doctor's recommendation. And a place like this is where your grandchildren might end up living, so, you know. I'll see you in the car.
Yes. I'm okay, sweetie.
Mom, do you want us to wait with Mr. Kaplan?
You don't have to go anywhere, honey. You're part of this family.
Look, this is silly. This is really very silly.
Yeah.
The thing is that we all want to be a family and we all want to be together.
Look, this is my fault for calling Dr. Kraft. Just want everything to be perfect for us.
Doesn't work that way, Chrissy.
What's wrong with wanting everything to be perfect?
At your age, my button, nothing. But you get a little older, you find out that people aren't perfect. Get a little older still, you find out you're not perfect and never will be.
I didn't know you knew that. Ever since we arrived, I've been trying to be perfect. Perfect mom. Perfect daughter-in-law. Perfect bowling partner. Well, I can't do that. But I sure don't want to let you down. You know, you're a mighty hard act to follow. You're a pretty strong guy.
Everybody's strong in their own way, honey. Most of the time, I'm just kind of an overbearing old fool. But I love only you. Can we go home now?
Please.
I hope that TV will recover from all this.
I'm hooking it up so I can play my video.
Ah, world premiere, huh?
Yeah.
Hello. There sure is. Just a minute. Molly, telephone for you. Somebody named Lynn Burke.
What a coincidence. That was the name of our dry cleaner in Fort Wayne.
I have to go to the bathroom.
I guess she's not available. No, I don't. I don't know about a letter. What letter? Good luck to you, pal.
What did you want?
It wasn't a she, it was a fella. Get down, sir. Get down. Get down. Claimed that somebody at this address accused him of being a mother.
Okay, Grandpa. Just put the TV here on channel 3. And hope you like it.
So do I.
David.
Driver.
Hey, Chris, Ma, for the camera. There's Chris.
No.
Thank you.
If you are no one for me. I guess it'd be the bowling tournament. Couples tournament?
What's a couples tournament?
You know, where the man takes a woman.
So you can ask Mom?
No, Alma, if she's over the flu, which reminds me, I gotta go make a phone call. What's one of these things worth?
I don't know, about, say $5.
$5. I'm gonna give you 10 for this one. If Steven Spielberg gets paid, then you should too.
Get yourself a deal.
So few verified sightings is not that there are such as ghosts, but that so few people live to tell about them.
Grandpa, I'm so glad you're here. I was so scared.
In California, we don't think about the weather much, mostly because we don't have to. Except when the air gets real still and the clouds disappear, then it's like living in a furnace. If you think a heat wave makes people angry, you ought to see what it does to ghosts.
And the bars are hot. Look, I told you this place was straight out of hell. Hey, come on, you guys. There's nothing but a beat-up old house. We're going in or what? Oh, you guys are a bunch of girls. You know that? She's right, Sheriff. Who ever heard of a ghost showing up in the middle of the day, right? just on a branch.
Nerd! Hey, guys. I wonder if there's any snakes in here.
Oh, yeah, snakes and worms. Mostly ghosts. I mean, this is where the dead people come to party. Yeah, right, Pendleton. Hey, if you don't believe me, all right, I dare you to come back here on Halloween night. Well, maybe I just will. Yeah, and maybe they'll turn you into one of them. Yeah, is that what happened to your brother? I want to see a ghost. I think. Ah! Oh! Oh, come on, get out of here! Come on! Guys. No. Grandpa, they make stuff these days that doesn't sting.
Son, if it don't sting, it's not doing its job. Too hot for you to be out there running around anyway. How'd this happen?
I was going to the fence.
Oh, you were? Well, that'll get you sometimes. All right, come on downstairs. I made you some lemonade.
Grandpa,
What?
JR invited me over for dinner.
Good. Good.
Grandpa,
What?
maybe one of these days we can have a talk about it. Ghosts and stuff. And what happens to people after they die.
Sure. You want to do it now?
No.
Okay. We'll do it later.
She's been listening the entire time.
Have not.
Have two.
Have not.
Have two.
Don't fight, kids. No wars, okay?
You went out to that haunted house, didn't you?
I wish I'd never told you about it.
What'd you see?
Nothing.
Did you get right up to it?
Please, no more questions. I'll do anything you say. Anything.
Drop dead.
What's that?
Cold tuna casserole, macaroni salad, and choke corn on the cob. Mom, didn't you even cook anything?
When it's this hot, feels like we ought to be having a picnic instead.
What do you got there?
Borscht?
Borscht.
Huh?
What's borscht?
Cold beef soup.
I see.
Ha! Dennis, where are you going?
Want to cook a hamburger. Anybody else?
Me! Don't you dare.
Just a little one, Grandpa.
Sounds like you're outvoted. You want one, too?
Maybe a little one. Back in Fort Wayne, when Halloween rolled around, seemed like we were busy getting our winter clothes out. California, Halloween rolls around beginning of summer.
When are you gonna carve the pumpkin?
I'll get around to it. Now, have you and I still got a date?
If I can ever find a costume.
What do you think of the idea of maybe getting a room air conditioner? That way, at least we'd have one room in the house and we could all be cool.
I think it's a great idea. I could stop hanging out in the day.
Don't think we can afford it.
Bertha has one right in her own bedroom.
Well, which would you rather have, a television or an air conditioner? I'll make that kind of a swap with you. Hello.
Why don't you eat your soup?
I'm Gus Witherspoon. I see. I'll come over in the morning, first thing. And thank you.
What was that about?
Oh, an old pal of mine died. I guess I'm going to have to tend to it. Did you get your supper?
Yeah. Sorry about your friend.
Yeah, I know.
Need any help?
Nope.
What are you doing?
I'm building a fence.
Why?
You'll see.
I miss him, you know. Yeah, me too. I remember I was mad at him when we took his picture. How come? He made me spit my gum out. Seems like a pretty silly thing now, doesn't it? To get angry over something like that.
Probably felt pretty sorry to him, too. He was always chewing gum, remember?
Mom, why are we burying him in Fort Wayne? We could have brought him out here, right?
Well... I guess we thought we'd always live there. Sometimes things don't work out.
I wonder if anybody ever visits him.
Chris, come on, we're gonna be late.
We're fine. Since when did you start worrying about getting to school on time?
And when did you stop worrying?
That's bad news. You two are rubbing off on each other.
David, are you gonna eat that?
I'm waiting for the milk to soak in.
Oh, that's gross.
How would you like a little brother?
Anytime. As long as he's this cute.
Talk about gross. Look, I'll eat the cereal, okay?
Morning, troops.
Morning. Morning.
I think I heard Gus take off around dawn this morning. I wonder if he had the good sense to leave me some coffee. He did, God bless him, and it's hot.
Mr. Kaplan?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the old house on Lake Street? The one that's supposed to be haunted?
You mean old man Blake's place?
Yeah, I guess so. There's no such things as haunted houses. Who asked you?
Blake was a circus magician, only nobody ever knew why they fired him. And he settled here, bought the creepiest house in town. First thing you know, he's holding seances and talking to dead people.
He's pulling your leg.
No, Chrissy, no. And, of course, what they say is that it was a ghost what done him in. Well, it was Halloween. Neighbors heard a scream. When they got there, it was too late. Old Blake is hanging from the rafters. And that house has been haunted ever since.
You don't actually expect us to believe this, do you?
I don't know about you, Chrissy. You can believe whatever you want, but I'm not going to go past that house on that side of the street. I'm crossing over to the other side.
Well, he looks pretty good. I think he's gentle.
Grandpa!
Well, put him in the backyard.
Gus? Gus? What on earth is going on?
Well, we're going to have a visitor for a few days.
Wow, a horse right in our own backyard. Oh, neat! Mr. Kaplan was right. Place is creepy.
Creepy, yes. Haunted, no.
Hear about that?
Don't tell me I hang around with someone who believes in ghosts.
Hey, why don't we come over here Saturday night? See if there are any zombies crawling around.
I want to go to the Halloween ball. I'm weird, okay? I like to hang around live people.
Did you see that?
I didn't see anything.
By the porch.
Don't believe in ghosts, huh?
Gus, why did you put the horse in the backyard?
Well, I didn't want it in the house, you see.
What's her name?
It's a him. Don't know what his name is. We'll call him Dobbin.
No, really, where do I tell Bertha?
No, you're not going to tell anybody about that. Gus stables. That's where they keep horses. They have stables for them.
That's where I got the horse. My friend Les Giles, when he died, left a big board bill against him, and he can't pay it, so we'll keep him here for a while. I thought we decided we couldn't afford one of these.
Well, we can afford this one. I didn't pay a penny for it.
Man's newspaper gave it to us. He even brought it over. I bet he's in love with Mom, and he stole it from someone else.
Oh, stop that nonsense, you silly. Look, I'm talking to Grandfather about a horse.
It's broke.
A horse?
No, this. It's broken. It's got no compressor.
What are you going to do about it?
Throw it away.
I mean the horse.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll get some feed, dust off my saddle, and salt block. I got to get a salt block because I don't want them to die from the heat.
Well, I don't want to die from the heat either. Can you fix that?
No. You can lick this off. It'll help.
Hit me. Hit me again. Hey guys, look at this. Did you know that the human soul weighs almost 2 ounces?
The truth about ghosts? Where'd you get this?
In the library.
The school library?
Yeah, so it's gotta be true, right?
What else does it have?
Look, listen to this. Throughout history, ghosts have shown an almost universal tendency toward great violence. Indeed, they can even be called bloodthirsty. Oh, come on, guys. Are we gonna play cards or not? I mean, reading about ghosts is so stupid.
Oh, look who's talking, Mr. Wizard. Brian's dead.
Perhaps one of the reasons that there have been so few verified sightings is not that there are so few ghosts, but that so few people live to tell about them. You really want to see a ghost? Yeah. Well, what's the point? If there aren't such things, you'll just be wasting your time. But if there are...
It's hot in here. Mind if I open the window?
Yeah, go ahead.
This ever happened before?
Never.
Will you have a candle or a flashlight or something?
No. Come on. Is this a joke? Please tell me it's a joke. Man, it's no joke. All I know is that we were talking about ghosts, and all of a sudden we lost the power. Mom.
Hi, honey. Everybody all right up here?
Yeah, it's kind of dark.
What happens when the power goes out? Kind of a hot day. Well, you and you, time to head home. Okay, now watch your step. Take it easy. Be careful on the stairs.
Yeah, wait a second, okay?
It's a horse, Mrs. Taft. Maybe you've seen him on TV.
Crazy. Don't come. Well, what did Mark say? They just figured you probably wouldn't come. Well, is he going? Not unless you do. So you're going to go alone by yourself on Halloween night? See, I'm going to check out the place again this afternoon after school. Then I'm going to sneak out of my house tomorrow night. And I'm going to walk over to Lake Street. I'm going to crawl through the bars. And I'm going to walk up to the front porch. And I'm going to open the door and go inside. You are crazy. Yeah, well, maybe I am and maybe I'm not. Well, are you going to be mad at me if I don't go? No. Well, will you think I'm a chicken if I don't go? No. Okay, listen, I'll go with you this afternoon, but that's it, okay? Fine.
Gus, you know how a horse like this smells, especially in this kind of heat that we're having now.
I'm sorry you don't like the smell, Joe.
Can't you just give him a bath or something?
I kind of like the smell, and besides, that horse is clean as a whistle.
Gus Witherspoon, I would like you to meet Mr. Leland Pratra of the Department of Animal Control.
Nice to meet you. I'm glad you finally showed up. I've been complaining about these stray dogs around here for weeks.
I'm more concerned about stray horses, Mr. Witherspoon, and it looks to me like you've got one.
Ain't a stray, is it, Joe?
No. He smells pretty bad, but he doesn't wander.
Yeah, well, this property is not zoned for horses, so I'm going to have to confiscate the animal.
You go ahead and do what you have to do. Of course, I'll want to see your warrant.
What warrant? You've got a horse in your backyard.
You heard of due process, haven't you?
Gus Witherspoon, these people are not to be trifled with.
Well, neither is the Supreme Court, Mrs. Taft. Oh, they've been letting criminals like Gus Witherspoon off on little technicalities involving constitutional rights for years. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Pratra, do something.
I'll be back with a warrant.
Well, let's see here. I make it 4:30. I don't think you can see a judge before Monday. So, I'll see you then.
Later, Witherspoon.
Mr. Witherspoon's all right.
Young man, come along. You have a supervisor.
Gus, you are making a mistake.
Oh, I don't think so, Joe. We'll see.
They're going to take it away from you if you don't find a home for it.
Jesse,
Oh, hi, Mr. Tribble.
I tried paging you all morning before I remembered your beeper was broken.
Well, maybe I broke it on purpose.
Oh, don't say that, Jesse. I might take it personally. Have a cheese sandwich?
No, I'm fine, thanks. I've got some great shots here. I've got kids in fountains. I've got kids in fire hydrants. I've got...
Jesse, chuck the kids. I got a weirdo for you. You live on Ashton, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Now, some crackpot over there is keeping a horse in his backyard. Now, I want photos, babe. Maybe you get him to dress up like a bandito.
No, I can't do that. I know the fellow you're talking about. He's not known for being real cooperative.
Yeah, make you a deal. Get me a picture, I'll get you a beeper. Potato chips are for you.
Thanks.
Hi. Folks here?
Yeah? How can you wear a suit on a day like this? Are you a lawyer or something?
No, a salesman.
Grandpa! My grandfather doesn't like salesmen.
Name's Gus Witherspoon. Can I help you?
Walt Burleson. I saw a notice at the Circle T stables about a horse you're trying to give away. Can't beat the price.
Yeah, well, the animal's got some age on him.
Well, the older the better. My kids have been after me for months to get a horse. I figure that old is safe, right?
You're right about that. Well, tell me, have you been around horses much?
Not a great deal, no.
And the kids, do they ride at all?
Well, you know, ponies.
So then none of you really know much about a horse, huh?
Well, yes, but that's not insurmountable, Mr. Witherspoon.
What happens when the kids get tired of him? You just have him put to sleep?
It won't come to that, Mr. Witherspoon.
Won't, huh? I tell you, sir, I think you ought to get your kids some riding lessons, let them join the 4-H, something like that, you know. Let them spend a little time around a horse before you buy them one, and they'll find out if they really want one or not.
You got a pretty smart grandpa, little girl, but not much of a salesman, is he? Appreciate the advice.
Don't mention it.
Bye now.
No way am I coming back here tomorrow night.
You got more brains than I thought.
Everybody watch where you step. Sometimes ghosts are traps.
What kind of traps?
Tar pits. I'm not taking another step, man. Fine. I'm gonna go up and touch the post, the top of the steps.
What's that gonna prove?
I don't know. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Go ahead. Said you could touch it.
I don't believe it.
Grasshoppers.
I knew it wasn't a ghost.
Well, yeah, you were just trying to show off your new shoes, right?
Ow, my... I'm gonna find out who you are. I promise.
You're watching on.
Hello, my boy, on your way home from school?
Yeah.
How was it?
Okay.
Good. Come walk with me. Nobody around. Maybe you and I'll have that little talk you mentioned about the ghosts and whatnot. Why all the interest in that kind of stuff, anyway?
Just curious. You believe in them?
Ghosts? Yeah. The little ones, you know, the ones that come at Halloween and beg for candy, I sure believe in them.
Well, how about your friend? The one that just died? What happened to him?
I don't know.
Is there any chance he's a ghost?
Les, I suppose there's a chance, but I wouldn't worry much about him coming back and haunting anybody.
Sometimes I wonder if my dad's a ghost.
I'm going to tell you a story. When I was a boy, my grandmother used to tell about how her mother died when she was 4 years old, and every night her mother would come by and sing to her, you know, sing her to sleep. Did that for a month.
Really?
Now, my grandmother may just have imagined that, but she believed it was true, and it gave her a lot of comfort.
Do you think it was real?
I don't know. I didn't see it, but I hope it was real for her sake.
Yeah. Gosh, my dad would do something like that for me.
He did. When your dad died, he left a little piece of him behind. I see it. Every time I look at his son.
You're not gonna die, right, Grandpa?
No, sir.
Not for a while, anyway?
My boy, I plan to ride horseback in the Rose Parade when I'm 100 years old. Now head for the house.
Thanks, Grandpa.
I don't know how to tell you this, Gus. So, I'll just go ahead and say it.
Good. Well, say it.
Right. It's about the horse. Some people asked me to talk to you about the horse.
What people?
Gladys. You see, she has enough trouble with dogs.
Forget it.
I didn't say I felt that.
Forget it.
Gus, this won't help a thing. Oh, Mr. Castle,
No, that's okay, Jesse. That's all right. Gladys is threatening to walk out of my house and go in with her sister. It doesn't bother my best friend, so why should it bother me? Hey, that's okay.
You know, the whole neighborhood is
Don't start.
My editor asked me to take your picture. Love it.
Nerd.
Joe, I'm glad I caught you. I need a favor.
We have nothing to say to each other.
Oh, come on. I say, you still sore about that business last night?
What do you think?
Well, forget about it. I forgave you. I need a favor.
You forgave me?
Have you got a jacket?
Yeah, I got a jacket. Why?
Oh, good. Let's go by your house and get your jacket. I need you to come with me.
You forgave me?
That's right.
What do I need a jacket for?
Well, he went out of this world not leaving much behind. Not a chick or a child. A matter of fact, I think about all he had was that old horse and enough money to buy this coffin.
I'm sorry, Gus. I really am. I'm very sorry about it.
I know, my friend, and I'm grateful to you for coming. You could have worn your yarmulke.
Oh, well, this isn't your typical Jewish funeral, you know.
Well, it ain't much of a Christian funeral either. I know that, but somebody ought to say something over this grave.
I agree, but I didn't know the man, so I would say the words are up to you.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't seen him in years. But I don't think it's right for a man to be alone at his own funeral.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Irish have an interesting way of saying goodbye to their loved ones. Maybe I can remember that. May the road rise up to meet you and the wind blow at your back. May the warm sun shine down upon your face and the rain fall softly on your field. Until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.
Well, hi. Looks like you got a lot of loot.
Mostly fruit and raisins. Nobody gets candy in California.
How things go on the home front here?
Oh, we had about 4 trick-or-treaters. Looks like Molly better get used to raisins.
Now, Chris, did she get to her dance on time?
Yeah, she sure did. David stayed home.
said he was too old for Halloween. He watched I Was a Teenage Werewolf on television instead. Yeah, he's too old for Halloween. You all right?
I'm fine. How about a cup of coffee?
Sure, I'll get you some.
No. I'll get it.
Well, I don't mind getting it, Gus.
I'll get it. You stay where you are.
It's nice to be waited on. As long as you're up, I'll have a piece of coffee cake, too.
You're going to the Blake house, aren't you?
Not a word, Molly.
I'm going with you.
No, you're not.
And I'm telling you.
Allie, you don't know what you're getting into.
Neither do you.
Okay, fine. You can come. But if you get attacked by a ghost, don't blame me, okay? Come on.
Ever imagined? Hair is held so securely at each loop that it works for any activity. Running, aerobic, even swimming. Braidini by Hairdini, the easiest, most complete braiding system on the market. Finally, anyone can French braid hair. Moms, sisters, even dads. And you get a double guarantee. First, you'll be braiding hair in minutes even if you've never braided hair before. Second, we guarantee you'll finally be able to French braid your own hair or your money back. Say goodbye to messy braids forever. Get the original Braidini, and you'll receive our sports braider absolutely free. Don't wait. Order now.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-553-7900 or send $14.95 plus $3.95 shipping and handling to Braidini, 660 Preston Forest, number 374, Dallas, Texas. Or call now, 1-800-553-7900.
Free for small business owners.
Now you can say goodbye to your bookkeeping hassles forever because the makers of Quicken have invented QuickBooks, the #1 selling accounting software that makes it fast and easy to do the things you don't love doing, like paying bills, writing invoices, figuring out what your customers owe, even tracking inventory and doing payroll. QuickBooks makes it all hassle-free. Call now to get a trial version absolutely free through this special limited-time TV offer.
No sex, no violence. Just good, clean entertainment. The Family Weekend Movie brings families together with heartwarming stories of love, faith, and courage. Movies that will move and delight the entire family. Join us every Friday night for a poignant, enriching drama everyone can enjoy. Bring your family together for the Family Weekend Movie. Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Odyssey.
I noticed when you left the house this morning, you were wearing a jacket. You have a special occasion?
Yeah. Married a friend today. It wasn't much of a funeral. Just me and Joe Kaplan and Les Giles. He's the fellow that left me the horse.
I don't remember hearing you mention of Les Giles ever before.
Well, I haven't seen him in a long time. Maybe 10 years. He kind of lost touch.
How did you end up with his horse?
Oh, he was broke and he couldn't pay the board bill, so he stuck me with him. He was a drunk, Jeff. He checked into a motel room with enough whiskey to float a steamboat, and he just never checked out, that's all.
Didn't he have any friends, any family somewhere?
Nope. All they found on him was my phone number. So I guess he figured I'd look after his horse.
Then I guess he was a pretty good judge of character.
Don't look that haunted to me. It just looks old.
Molly. This gate's never been opened before.
I suppose a ghost did it. You don't really believe in ghosts, do you?
Molly, something happens to people after they die. Maybe they just hang around. I don't know.
Sure hope they go someplace nicer than this.
Me too.
David.
What's she doing here?
What are you guys doing here? Look, I thought you guys chickened out.
Yeah, come on. You said you weren't going to say that. We couldn't let you go in there by yourself. We came to go in with you. Come on.
Sure is scary.
is wrong, guys. Come on, man, we're almost there.
Yeah, don't be a chicken.
Hey, wait! Guys, this is so stupid. We deserve to die. You're such a wimp. If they know you're coming, then they'll come after you.
Hey, let's just go to the window and peek in at him. No way, man. Come on.
Let's get out of here, Witherspoon.
Not until we see a ghost.
Books say that a haunted house is supposed to have cold spots. This is just as warm as the rest of the state.
Oh, what was that?
It's Chris! Oh, what'd you do, invite your whole family, Witherspoon?
Mickey's with her. They're supposed to be at the Halloween ball.
Yeah. And we're supposed to be in bed. I guess we're all gonna get it. I got a great idea. All right, you two go that way, and we'll go this way. Why? What's that gonna do? Look, man, we'll scare us to death. How? I don't know. Think of something.
Okay, this is totally strange.
Yeah, but see, there's nothing to be afraid of, I think.
Want me to yell boo?
Sure thing. Coming from you, they think it's a Casper the Friendly Ghost.
It's about as scary as a nursery school.
What's that? Let's get out of here! Come on, move it! Go!
All right, guys, it was great. We didn't do anything. It was you guys.
David, what is that?
Grandpa, I'm so glad you're here. I was so scared. I mean, I never thought anything like this would ever happen to me.
Hold. What happened here?
Okay, a bunch of us kids went over to the Blake house. It's on Lake Street.
I know.
Well, these awful things started happening. I mean, there was loud noises and the doors started opening and shutting.
Gus, David and Molly are gone. I've looked everywhere.
Well, I think they're probably out slamming doors.
That little sneak. Where do I get my hands on him?
What are you talking about? Two of my children are missing.
I say they're not missing. They may wish they are when I'm through with them. Tell your mother the story. I'm going over to Lake Street.
on your mask. Guaranteed to keep the ghost away. No, you. What were we gonna do?
David, I'm scared.
Wrap me up in my slicker and blanket. Bury me deep down below. Ooh. I sang it all this place. Well, we better get in there and rescue some kids.
Make it stop.
Are you crazy?
You thing!
Look out! The zombie! Grandpa!
All right, Charlie, that's enough. I said that's enough.
Mr. Witherspoon, I'm really sorry. We really didn't mean to whack your car. It was an accident.
Well, then you can accidentally clean it. You kids all right?
Yeah, we're fine.
All right, Charlie. Turn the lights on and come out where we can see you. There's your ghost. Say hello to Charlie Blake, kids.
He doesn't look that scary to me.
You ain't, are you, Charlie?
Oh, please. Just go away.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself. Ain't you got nothing better to do than scare a bunch of kids?
Well, they had it coming, Gus. Every Halloween, their kids come crawling through my fence and throwing rocks at my window. I thought a good scare would keep them out of here forever.
Might keep them away by cleaning this place up a little. Wouldn't be so inviting.
Grandpa, it was actually kind of neat.
It was, huh? Well, you kids go out on the porch and wait. I'll be along.
You're gonna have to tell Mr. Kaplan that you're still alive.
Hmm.
He thinks you got murdered.
I gave them what they wanted, Gus. They came here looking for ghosts, and you know it.
Yeah.
Look what those kids did to my house. It's gonna take a pretty penny. And I'll be darned if it's gonna come out of my pocket.
I have an idea your magic done most of this.
Those kids were trespassing, Gus, and somebody owes me.
You may be right. I'll make you a deal.
What kind of a deal?
Little horse trading. Something you're zoned for and I'm not.
Sorry, Grandpa.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
What's gonna happen to the horse?
Well, butting old Charlie in there is a circus man. Used to be anyway, and they all love horses. So he'll turn old Dobbin here in on his grass, and the two of them will get along just fine. But I'm not going to leave him in my saddle.
Plus $3 shipping to Hank Williams Golden Memories. P.O. Box 4944, Omaha, Nebraska. That's 1-800-852-2515. Order now.
Well, I didn't figure you'd be asleep.
I was just listening to the rain. Catch you up on a little social studies. Does this mean that the heat wave's over?
Well, I hope so. Well, was it worth it? I mean, was it worth getting grounded for a week?
Yeah, I think so. All my life, if I was ever afraid of something, I stayed away from it. I just got tired of being scared.
Yeah. Well, were you disappointed you didn't get to see a real ghost?
No way. I didn't want to.
You didn't want to think your dad turned into one of them, did you?
Still like to know.
Yeah. Well, those are questions you're going to have to answer for yourself, you know. Nobody can really do that for you.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. Probably some old buckaroo thanking me for looking after his horse. Sleep tight.
Night, Grandpa.